get out of it because the light skinned boy couldn't miss.
Okay.
He wasn't
Like that boy couldn't miss.
He wasn't missing.
We're locked in. We're locked in.
We are locked in. You know how it is when you see us, we're on.
Somebody sit on
It's right here. I'm up there.
it? Yeah.
When you see us, we're on. GOG.
What's poppin'?
We are here.
4-0 in the house, baby.
Hey, we talking about it today. This is the sports betting, a sports bettors weekend. So let's go ahead and get into the topic.
How to get the bread, how to keep the bread, and then lose the bread on another 2-teamer, and then do it again. But you get it back, because I got a 4-teamer for you. But you should only bet. Well, you get it. You get it.
You get it. Before we get into it, as 40 always said, make sure you gamble responsibly.
There you go.
Right? That's our disclaimer. We don't judge anything you do, but we just feel like we have to say that.
Got to say.
But do you at the same time?
Being responsible. When is it advisable to do a parlay?
You know, I like to build parlays. So, if that's what you like, you know, as long as you got
The question is a loaded question. Because technically, if
Do the math.
you had if you over here betting $100,000 a game, you only betting one game. You ain't gonna try to put 3, 4, 5 together. So it's never responsible to put a parlay. But you know, everybody think they know everything. Like, I know these 3 games are gonna happen. I gotta put these together.
Right.
The percentage of the 3 games happening at the same time is low. It's low.
I find too often on a college football Saturday, you got 75 games and 7 of them was on at the exact same time. And you feel like you know 4 of them. And it's hard to bet on 4 separately. So you put them together.
Yeah.
And when them lose, you got one of them stories. You go win them stories. But technically, mathematically, parlays are good for the house. Because if you bet $10 on a 4-teamer, pays out 10-1. But if you put that same $10 on the first team, you charge 19. Take that 19 on the next team. When you add it all up, you do 4 separate bets. It comes out more than 10-1. And it is bigger and bigger the more it goes. I used to tell people in Vegas, even though we was betting smaller amounts. But parlays cannot possibly be good for the house because every house has 100 parlay cards and they invite you to do parlays. Because you lose one, they made the money. So you should technically...
You're saying, but if they all different times. you had thrown me off for a second, but I get what you're saying. Like, if you win, and then you put that money on this game, and then you win, put this money on that game, but if they all different times.
Yeah, they all different times,
Yeah, because usually, especially when it comes to football, there's majority of the games that won, they what's called.
Yeah, you only got one day to do it. It ain't like NBA or something.
You don't get no time, you don't get no stagger.
Yeah.
But I guess you're right. If you do that shit.
I told people this, Professor, real quick.
Go ahead, because I'm just going to ask you a question anyway.
Okay, real quick. I used to tell people this. In a sports book in Vegas before the Supreme Court, I forget what day it was, said, hey, every state can vote if they want to have gambling in their own state. Back then it was just Vegas. Atlantic City wanted it bad. They never gave it to them.
And actually, those are the ones that they the one that pushed it the most, and then made everybody else fall in line and shit because they wanted it bad.
Yeah, back when it was just Vegas, cats would come in to the office. I had the Riviera, and they'll this and that. Oh, the sheet says this, sheet says that. I said, what sheet you talking about? Don't tell me about the back of the sheet that has stats that you could look up on. If everything on the back of that sheet that has the stats on it, if that was good for the house, you think they would print that out on the sheet? No, that's just for you to do whatever. That's public knowledge.
You know what that reminds me of, though, and then I'm going to ask my question, but that's the same way casinos make more money on roulette because they show the numbers. Yeah. So if I'm playing roulette and it lands on 3, the odds of landing on 3 again don't change. But people's psyche says, oh, man, they didn't hit 3, 4 times. Mm-hmm. I'm going to stay away from that number. Mm-hmm. So now the odds are with the house because they kind of have a hidden number.
Mm-hmm.
Reality, Every
That's true.
every time you spin, the odds reset.
Odds
In
reset.
reality.
In reality.
Yeah, but in your mind,
But when you type of dude that's a lucky, that goes off luck a little bit, you're like, all right.
You know, I
Math
never
is-
even thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys that psych myself out. There's no way it could hit again. Like,
The math is
It's like rolling dice.
math is it
Yeah.
can't happen again. So I'm gonna go red. It's been 20 blacks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm gonna go red this time. That's what you do in your head.
That's
Like,
what
come
you
on,
do.
man.
The odds are
But
48%.
it reset.
Every
Everything
time.
reset every time. Yeah.
48
Man,
because
that's crazy, man.
they don't take a number away.
But if you
Because
if
they
but
took
you
a number
you hardly
away,
gonna gamble if you use common sense.
right? But that's how they get it. And the same
You
thing.
can win at a slot when they tell you how many times you can win. This shit's horrible. Why
It's
you playing the
horrible.
slot? And you really just playing because it looks good. You know what
guy
I'm
told
saying?
me at the casino. A guy told me I was putting in a parlay, and actually it was one of the few parlays I won back when I used to sports bet. But he was like, "You got a parlay?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You win a lot of games, but no money."
Right.
I was like, "I never thought of it like that." But that's
6
what
out of
happened.
7. You win a whole lot.
You win a whole lot of games.
And that's your story. I got 6 of them right. You know what
I
happened?
got a couple
And that's
stories
what's
just
called
this
like.
year. Just this year of the NFL
He's still
season.
mad at me. Quarterback.
That's why I don't bet anymore.
Who knew?
I'm done.
Who knew? Who knew that old boy was gonna come back all the way and then Derek Carr was gonna get hurt and all,
I don't
all the
care.
things that happened to
I
mess
don't.
up that parlay. And then Jameis Winston got him within field goal range and he missed the field goal
He
to
did
cover.
miss the field
So
goal, too,
all
yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
What life is.
Let
But
me
you-
ask you a question though, Oakwood crew. If I have a parlay, now this has been my strategy, and I've won money doing this. If I have a parlay, so NFL, I got a 4-teamer. If my 3 teams win, say I put $20 down, and it's gonna pay out $220.
Mm-hmm.
So if I've won 3 games, my strategy has been, okay, this Sunday night game, say I bet the Chargers. I'm going to bet against the Charger and I'm going to put $80. So now if the
You
Chargers
gonna cover your
lose,
jump.
if they lose, I'm up 60. If they win,
So how
then
much
I
is
still
the
get-
ticket worth? You ask him. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
'cause
no,
you're
no,
breaking it
I'm
down.
like because he was ready. My bad. Go ahead. I'll answer after that. Go ahead.
It's the reason why you took the Chargers,
Mhm.
right? It's only $20. So you can say, you know what? I won 3 already. Let me buy my way out of this and do what you just said. So the way you can win both is if the Chargers go up big in the first half. You can bet whoever they playing the second half and maybe win both bets.
Mm.
But it was a reason why you took the Chargers. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
You had the luck. You have the. Well, I won't say luck because you can look at the schedule and see when they played, but you had the advantage to back that bet up at that, because they playing at a different time. But it was a reason why you took them in the first place. So with only $20 on the line, I will see what happens in the first quarter, whatever. As soon as the Chargers go up, then take the other team with the points, and you might win both.
Okay.
You can't lose both. You know what I'm saying? But it was a reason why you took the Chargers, and it's only $20. So that's how I would advise it.
So
Perfect.
what you talking about is like an anchor. What I used to call an anchor. Because
Hedge.
what I used to do is have a whole bunch of 2-teamers anchored by the last game. So I'd be like, okay, I got 3 tickets with this anchor that could possibly. So say it's 20. The third team is the anchor, and make $1.40. In Vegas, it was always that's what usually it was, 140. If it was all making minus 110. But I'd go and bet how many boom, and I'd bet accordingly to at least get my bread back. The Jones I bet. Cause I don't want to mess up the whole thing. Like I don't, 'cause I want that win, but at least get my bread back if it don't. So you could, what I'm saying, do it like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Based on that anchor theory you just said, one of the coldest things I came up with, because I never seen nobody else do it. I can't be the only one that did it. I'm sitting in Westgate. I'm looking at the board, and it's baseball season. Baseball season at the beginning because you still got NBA, but it's baseball season. And it's hard to pick baseball because
Yeah, boy.
baseball baseball, even more so than hockey, the sorriest teams can beat the best teams and nobody gets fired. If Ohio State start losing to, these horrible teams, somebody getting fired just from one game.
Right.
But baseball, the sorry teams can win, and it's, just another day because they play so many games. But I looked at the board, the more the story, I looked at the board, and I'm like, man, it was 15 games a day. Only 2 of them was a one-run game. They were all run lines, meaning somebody won or lost by more than one run. So, in most of the games, if you win or lose by more than one, it's plus money. Mm-hmm. So I started looking at the sheet, and it was always like 6 or 7 games that was, not even, but kind of even where, the sorry team, they plus money already. But if the other team win by more than one, it was plus money. So I figured out that I take 3 games where, say, the morning line is one team is minus 130 and the other one is plus 110, and I run line both of them. 3 games, run line each one. Mm-hmm. So that's 6 different bets. And then anchor it with an NBA game later on. Because all I'm betting is I got plus money on all these different bets. This team winning by 2 or this team winning by 2. It's always plus money, no matter what. And all I'm doing is betting that this game ain't going to end in one run.
Right.
So them 3 games, long as they don't end in one run, I got action. Now I'm looking at the over-under on this NBA game. And then that's your 4-teamer. And I think the price for it, if you did like if all your tickets was $2, I think for $18 you can get all that in, but you can make $100 off of it because you got plus money, and then the anchor.
Okay.
So off of $2, I think I had a thing on there. It ended up being right around $100 off $2 if that ticket hit, because you got plus 210, plus 180, plus 160, maybe on lower, however to shake out. And then you got this one NBA game that you can hedge. You only got $20 in it, but it's worth $100. You see what I'm saying? So I think that was the math. I did 3 teams. I don't know if it was 3 or 4. I think it was 3. But I did all the combinations. On this team winning by 2, this team winning by 2, all different combinations. And I was like, man, that actually adds up. And all you doing, your first bet is this game don't end in one run. Most baseball games do not end in one run. Sometimes the sorry team blow them out. Sometimes the sorry team get blowed out.
That's a good way to have an anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you put them with bridges.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's when you got the not the Yankees playing, the sorry team, and the Yankees is minus 300. You can't get no plus money there. But just two regular teams.
They had to win by run line too.
They had to win by double run line. You can't make money that way. But that was a good way to do it. I did that for a minute. Like, you're just betting that this game don't end in one run.
Another thing to do, it's almost off his Jones, is this: you take a team, basketball, football, whatever. If you take like a underdog that you think is gonna win, or is gonna cover, so you take a Pittsburgh ever plus 7.5.
Yeah.
Right. You take the plus 7.5 with that. You take the money line on the other team, and then you start doing 2-teamers off of all them jokes.
Okay.
Different 2-teamers, right? So both those, the way I did was $220. So all of them, it'd be 10 other teams, but on both of them, right? So if the other team won by money line, but it was still with plus 7, any other of them, all them Jones hit. That actually won the 2 teams.
So like that.
Yeah,
Dallas,
so you can get both of them.
like that.
If Pittsburgh fucking around and won the whole game, only the side of Pittsburgh wins. You know what I'm saying? Or if the other team won by 14 or something. But that you can do it that way too if you're trying to. But the whole thing is this: before all this shit, you could go across the border in Detroit, and they had the joke, but it was only 3-teamers. You could play.
In Windsor.
It's part of their lottery. But it's only 3-teamers.
Okay.
That shows you that it ain't easy to hit 3-teamers, right? Because a lot of people, first of all, a majority of the people, is the reason why people don't do shit, bet with their heart. Yeah. I went over there, whatever. I went to Toronto Blue Chips, and they bet that with somebody else in this, or they 3 favorite teams. It ain't going to happen. Now, it might happen one day, you know what I'm saying? A clock right. What they tell you about the clock right. So 3, when you get to 3, that's some jumping off, right? So that's why 2, you almost could do that. We had this thing that we still ain't done yet, but we're gonna do this. I think it only takes 15 days to make like 150 of all the 2-teamers, even if, when you take away the bet. But after the first day, you're already paid for the bet because it started with 20.
Right.
Right. So if I 2-teamer is 72, I'm taking away the 22. I'm up $2. The rest of the shit is all bet money. It's all bet money from there. And boom, boom. We take about 10, and you have like $150,000-$200,000 chilling if you can make a 10-day in a row.
I say we do it when we go to Vegas.
You know what I'm saying?
Ocean's 15. Be on the lookout for it. But this time it's legal. That's going to be the tag of the movie.
What else do we need to get on? Crew?
Well, we're talking about the 2-teamers. Mathematically, you got 3 teams you like. You do them round robin. 2-teamer, 2-teamer, 2-teamer. You got 3 bets. Say they was all $10. You got $30 in. If one of them hit, you up $6. You got 2-teamer, 2-teamer, 2-teamer. Only one of them bets win. You come out with $36. If 2 of them win, obviously you get.
Round robin is another way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 2-teamer thing is
That's a
not a
difficult
bad. It's not
It's
bad.
like
odds.
boxing the lottery.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
almost sounds
Right.
yeah,
like that.
yep.
When round robin, when you take, you can put 5 teams in and only bet 2-teamers.
Right.
So if you got 5 teams, I don't know what it is. It tells you on the phone.
So you just
I think it
put
was like
it in
11 times
combinations.
or 20. 11 times 20.
Okay.
So, boom.
Damn, was contact bet on?
Yeah, I mean,
It's better to have 3 teamers because because like I said, $72. You got to get 3 out of 5. You got to get 3 out of 5
Yeah.
to win on that job.
So I could bet if I want Pittsburgh, Minnesota, and Denver, I could do a 2-teamer with Pittsburgh and Minnesota, one with Minnesota.
That's one of the best way to do that shit. That's a protection.
right.
And
Because
so,
if you get 2 out of 3, you get 72. You only lose $8 if that don't happen. If you round them 2s and 3s.
okay, but if 2 of those 3 hit, I'll win money.
You say you did it for $20.
Yeah.
You'd win 72, but you would lose. The whole thing is $80, so you lose.
It costs $80.
If you want the 2s
Oh yeah, yeah.
and the 3s,
Okay,
but if you just bet the 2s, you win. You do win money.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you'd be upset.
But if you hit all 3 and you ain't get you won't get that money.
If all
You don't
3 of
get
my
out.
teams lose,
If all
or
3
2
teams
of
don't
the 3
win,
lose,
you don't want.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna win. If you just bet the 2s out of 2 out of 3, you win money every time 2
But
hit.
if they all 3 win, you sick.
You win $12 each time. Yeah, if you all 3, you 6 there.
I'm
but-
trying that.
But you could. I never really thought that's funny. I never thought of just doing 2s.
I'm
Then you
doing
win.
that.
If you gonna
you
win
just do
$12 each time and shit.
if you just do 2s, and those 3 bets, you only got to win 1, and you make.
But when all
make
3
all you
hit,
want.
every time that 3 hit, I'm betting the confidence. Like I think 3. That's why 2 to 3.
That's why you like you said earlier.
Like I lose.
you like
I
those
lose
3.
8 if I don't get it right.
Right.
Because I mean, but sometimes my shit. We didn't have total opposite days. I don't know, but that I done had the boo boos, nigga. 4 teamers and they was all red, nigga.
I got a question for
Horrible days, dog.
I got a question for New and Improved. Can you take us through the emotions and what happened at Green Bay, New Orleans game?
Oh yeah.
When it wasn't it 21-7?
Hey, you gotta call with the excitement. It was a way more because he called with the excitement to cash out. He could have cashed out so
It
much
was
bread.
20-6 or something.
we had a. It was a 3-teamer or a 4-teamer.
We had a 4. It was 4 or 5. It was 4
It was
or
4
5.
or 5. It was a
something big,
large-
and that was the last one.
So the last game was everybody cleared except the Saints and the Packers, right? They're up like 21 or 24-0 or something like that.
Yeah,
at
it was up.
halftime.
It was up a lot.
I call him. I'm like, yo, we could cash out for what, $200 or something like that.
No, it was a little more than that, but yeah.
And the total bet would have been like 400 or something, right?
I said nah.
Or-
It's off $20. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
so
nah,
he was like,
we
"Nah,
good.
we gotta wait."
We up by so much.
So
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, cool. We'll wait. I'm watching the game on Red Zone while I'm watching the Browns game, and Derek Carr just mysteriously gets hurt.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, they're still up 24. We're good.
that hurt. That hurt.
Next
That
thing you
hurt.
know, Jordan Love decides to be prime Aaron Rodgers. It comes
He
down.
started doing that bullshit they was doing all year, like lose and then come back and try to win the game.
They started touchdown. We only up.
They went for 2. That's what fucked us up.
Oh,
dog.
they were
Yeah,
down
yeah.
14. They went for 2.
They went for 2, yeah.
To
That
go
was
down
the first
6,
one to
and
do
that way
it.
you get
You
2
couldn't
field
cash out. We
goals.
couldn't cash out at all. So then we had to
took the
wait
cash
for
out
away.
Jameis Winston wasn't doing nothing.
They were like,
Jameis
no.
Winston
He
wasn't
didn't
doing
do that, but he
nothing.
did sit the last.
Then the last drive, we were
They
sitting
had
there.
a 52
They get all
yard
the way
field
down
goal.
the field. I'm like, okay, good. They're gonna make the field goal. We're good.
how many points you had?
We bricked it.
They money lined it, didn't you?
No, we had 1.5.
It was plus.
Oh.
Mm.
So
We
they
had
were
one.
won by
You
2.
had minus 1.5. I had plus 1.5.
So they were
Yeah,
won
yeah,
by
yeah.
That's why when I look, I said we still win. You sure you? He said no. I had the other
I
money.
had
He was
minus
mad. He
1.5,
didn't want to
yeah.
talk to me. He said
Yeah.
he's gonna cash out the bread.
We had it
Well,
was
don't
so
cash
much,
out,
it was so
my
much
nigga.
money, man. And I was like, man. Then the next week, I think I bet against Jordan Love again, and he sold me again. So I'll never bet against Jordan Love, and I'll never bet on Jordan.
That's
Love
emotional. Yeah, stay away from the emotional stuff.
That, and the emotion was real good.
I,
Was
think
heavy with this
I think I
one.
bet on him the next week because I was like, okay, Jordan Love's a real quarterback now. I need him to pass for 2 touchdowns, and this was
What
a
week was
Thursday
it?
night
Was that
game.
week 1? That was week 1.
It
I
was like
don't
week
think
2 or 3.
It was
I
early.
think
It was early.
Yeah.
It was early.
Yeah,
in the
because
season.
it had to be. So it couldn't have been week 1 because I was like, he a garbage quarterback. I don't think they win no games.
Yeah, it was
And
early.
then that's when he sold out in the fourth quarter. Like,
Right.
I'm like, man, come on, man, stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're with somebody gambling, because there's
Can't
been
miss.
times I want to tell them no, but you don't, because you don't want to put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want to tell a dude, hey, you need to get up from this table.
your boy shoot threes. Light skin shoot threes like
You don't
it's
want to
nothing.
say, look, man,
Man,
you need to
he's
get
nice,
up.
bro.
But
He's
they
nice.
tell you to
Nice.
get up, you just have to
The
watch.
game, my boy Gerald used to be a big boy. He big, you know, bigger than me.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you gotta get off this damn craft table. I mean, this blackjack table. No, he was in the zone. The zone of losing, but he was on. I mean, he know. I tell you, hey, look.
You can't talk to some people, man. You gotta let them do. You walk away, man. I ain't trying to get nothing good or bad.
And he-
Because if it go bad, because it's gonna go bad if they don't get up. They gonna blame you.
Right, for putting that
They
luck
will
out
blame
there.
you.
They'll blame you like a
You gotta walk away quick, especially on games with chance. With any little thing, if they want you to go. Don't bother them, because the whole debacle, they could have been there for 5 hours. Everything it was because of you.
Yep.
Remember you came and touched me like, no, dog.
Yeah.
I came to try to get you out of the motherfucker, but
Did you touch that dice? Man, you done messed up the dice.
I ran in there. I
messed
only
up the
ran,
dice, man.
and that's what I did with the old boy. I just ran in there one time because I knew we was on the way to the crib, and I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. That nigga looked at me like, I was like, yeah, whatever, do what you do, nigga.
Yep. I've had 2 trips, Vegas trips, where I just couldn't lose. And I don't gamble like that anymore, but I used to. We're talking about 40-something Vegas trips.
Right.
And I only had 2. I mean, the one was so bad. I was at New York, and they comped me. Every day I'm winning. I won like $200-$300 every day. And the last day I couldn't make it home. So I was going standby back to New York. They wouldn't comp my room. So the room at that time for that day, let's say it was $60 because I can't remember the exact amount.
Mm-hmm.
But I walked away from the front desk, went to the roulette table. I put $30 down on 3rd and 12. 27. First spin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, my luck, this is the luckiest trip. So I just went, paid cash for that night. and didn't gamble the rest of that day. And
That's
like,
responsibly.
It's too. It
That's
was
gambling
too much
responsibly.
luck.
Yeah.
I was up like $1,200, and I came with like less than $100 to gamble with.
Mm-hmm.
What you know about telling somebody what horse to bet on, and then not doing it because you lost at the slots, and then they like, I just won $1,000 because of the horse you gave me. Can I get $10? No. I don't let people bother money no more. Like, okay, nigga, can I get $10? It's not borrowed, nigga. I gave you that horse.
I've been there with people that lost all their money. We checked into the rooms, and
Quick, that quick.
I mean,
Yeah.
our rooms weren't ready yet.
And they did it that fast?
And let me borrow 200. Like, boom, gave me 200. Hey, hey, let me hold 200. Gave me 200.
Just waiting for the room to get ready, huh?
Comes back. Hey, let me borrow 100 more. I'm like, man, nah. I was like, I just get
That's
you
tough, man.
400
I know
and you lost
the
it.
feeling, dog.
That's
So
tough.
he got the whole weekend with no bread and shit.
That's tough.
Just
Look.
waiting for the room. He just got there. That's
And we
crazy.
The
kicked
last
it.
time I played dice with niggas, because I don't play dice with last time I played dice with niggas. Excuse my language. I was in D.C. Just got to D.C. I'm in my man Chico's apartment and shit. We rolling dice in the what's called. I'm talking that ish. Ah. My man, he a doctor now.
Mm-hmm.
Got on the dice. I don't think he ever got on the dice, dog, and I think I bet against him. I bet against the whole time. I think he was on the dice for like 35, 40 minutes. Like it seemed like that because all the bread was gone.
Oh,
So I know, and then that's back. You gotta stay fresh. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. All I got is clothes and no doughs.
that's what my boy. Shout out D Ruggs if you watching. And the reason I'm putting him out there because when I say we kicked it like never before on this trip with no money, I mean we have VIP bottle service for free. I gave him 400, so I'm like I only got a couple $100 to kick it with. We ate for free everywhere because he lost all that money gambling that quick. So we ate for free every day. Went to the clubs for free. VIP. Like, we was in VIP with like $12 between us. Just shining, looking like we were supposed to be there. We got escorted in.
They can think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit turn around. I mean, I still had a good time, but
Like, man.
shit turn around for the good.
Yeah, it ended up working out, but
It's some lessons you gotta learn, though, man. You can't just be gambling, man.
to his credit, though, the way he used to do it, like when we landed, I took him by his crib. He had cash in his house. Like he paid me back as soon as we touched down.
Oh, that was it.
And I'm like, I'm glad he didn't bring all that cash because
He had to find.
Probably would have been gone.
Yeah, hey, what you supposed to
his
do?
luck was
the
terrible.
The whole thing is because they told. This is what I started doing because I seen some old. It might be in a podcast, not as good as ours, but they said put money in an envelope, so they separate so you can do it daily. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is what I'm doing for today, because the same thing would happen if you had to wait a long time. And them slots, you hear ding, 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 ding. Oh, let me do some of my 100 right now while I'm waiting to check in.
Yeah.
But then 100 turned into all the envelopes. Like, nah, you can do it by envelope or do it, put that shit aside. But the best way to have cash already, because you know how much it is to take money out at a casino and all that.
And
shit.
nowadays, it's
and you got to get off the
ridiculous.
strip if you don't got no whip. You got to get 5 blocks this way or 5 blocks that way to get a real bank shop.
Really? They got no banks for straight? No ATMs?
Nah. Yeah, they got ATMs.
Now they charge you. Even
Well, like-
CVS now. and Walgreens.
Like a regular Chase ATM type thing or no?
Nah, I ain't
They used to have Chase ATMs and CVS. But
Like,
now, so you
all
go to
like that.
CVS or Walgreens, it's like $5, I think, or $4.50.
It's better than
But the casino,
the casino.
The casino,
gets you.
yeah, I feel like that would.
but it's a good thing CVS and Walgreens are right connected to the casino now, up and down the strip, and that's where you can get your liquor too, from CVS or Walgreens.
As soon as I get up, I'm at Total Wine. Boom.
Do you?
As soon as I go straight to Total Wine, I get all my joint, and boom to the
You don't even have to do that anymore.
Total Wine comes to me now.
Oh yeah.
But Total Wine is the cheapest. All of them, yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But I like going inside there because we don't have Total Wine here.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that joint is giant. If you've been to Total Wine, you know everything that you want to
Everything
drink in
you
your
can
life
imagine.
is in that joint.
Yeah, we used to go straight from the airport, hop in the Uber, the cab at that time. We
Yeah,
would go there, tell them to keep the meter running.
yeah, you gotta be in Total Wine. Boom, and it's all cheaper than because it used to be only one joint. I forgot Lee's was the only one
Yeah.
before. Remember,
Yeah,
Lee's.
Lee's.
It used to be only Lee's, and he was cheaper than the average. But they came beating Lee up, beating Lee like I can't go this low.
Nowadays,
they ain't beating them by that much, but they beat them
But
by
they
like
beat
$1 or so too in some places. But yeah, they got everything there.
yeah, now they have right by MGM. There's that liquor store. You get stuff the same price you would get it in the store here. So they got that liquor game down, but the gamblers, man, that's got to be a rough life though. Trying to beat Vegas on the tables and the slots.
I don't think people try to do that. Usually they doing some handicapping.
Well, that's
Like my man on the games or maybe a horse. But you can't beat the slots.
You can't.
That's why I be laughing when I see it. Like, you have to know. Like, I do have sometimes, I could walk through and feel a slot. I could do that sometimes, but it's not a thing, though. It's not a thing where I could be like, look, I just, you know what I'm saying, and I guess I'm lucky or whatever. It just, you know, say luck of the draw. But most of the time, Joe,
Everything.
most of the time, you play them slots, you basically like, look, you just throwing it to the guys, you know, the gambling guys gonna give you bread or not.
Entertainment.
Yeah. They gonna give you bread. When you get a bonus and you get bread, you be happy about that shit because that's just, you just giving away bread, really.
Yeah, I feel like that about roulette.
That's how I feel about sports betting too, man. I have terrible luck though, so you know.
The crazy thing about the slots is, my time in Vegas, I got hooked up with this firm that they let you sample stuff, whatever. One of them things we do about 3 times a year, they give you $100 to go to this place out by the airport, and it'd be about 12 of us. They feed you and everything, and you play the new slot machine that came out.
Ooh.
They got a new slot machine that came out, and I don't even play slots. But I'm over there acting like I play. Boom, boom, boom. The lights. How did you like the lights? How da 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 da? You write your little report. You getting filmed. Boom, da da da. It's about an hour. You know, they give you $100 cash. You're on your way. They trying to see if that new slot machine is gonna hold a slot player's attention. You know what I'm saying? So if you do win, you keep playing. You know what I mean? That's why they got them lights and the sounds and all of that and the colors to make you even try that slot machine. And I don't know nothing about slots, but I'll play like I did. Get the little $100 in the
Be
bottom
out.
there. Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. It's called allegedly, though. This is called allegedly. There was a guy I know. So the local casinos called Station. I don't know if you've been to Red Rock or
No,
Oh,
but I've been
Green
to
Valley.
Station casinos.
yeah,
Well, there was one though. Was
Palace.
it the Orleans? The Palace. Yeah.
Palace. Orleans was the other was
Just the
Church
other-
of niggas,
yeah.
But anyway, so what they used to have was this ticker that if you playing slots, it hit by, so it was like 250,000 back then, I think. No, 150,000 back then. So the ticker had to hit by 150, right? And everybody on the slot got $20 free play. If you playing
Okay.
slots inside the casino, that you know what I'm saying, or when it hit, right? So the guy came up with this plan where he get all these cards and time it out when it got high, time it out and just have all these cards in there, right? And then I'm getting all this free play, right? Then he found this machine that thought penny was 5 cents.
Mm.
They miscalculated the whole thing, right? So, in betting max, it was a 5 cent jump. So it was a 5 cent max.
Right, but that's
But
per
you only
line.
bet, which is $12.50.
Yeah,
But you're only betting $2.50, right?
right.
So he bet max. So the Jones to keep on. Yeah, so much free play. It would just keep on hitting bonuses and all this shit, and then you get to like $5,000 cash. You have to figure out which way you're gonna cash out because it's weird to give niggas $4,000 ticket because they're like,
Right.
Did you put? You know what I'm saying? He was doing that for months, about 6-7 months.
Same machine.
Same machine. Then one day he went in there and he sees the people doing this shit. I was like, what he told me was, what he had said, he about to fuck them niggas up.
Get off my machine.
They making it hot.
Yeah.
You making it hot out here.
You know.
And all of a sudden, that machine disappeared.
Oh, that's a good lick.
That machine disappeared.
Players have to win too. Casinos. They don't. They don't subscribe to that theory though, at all.
But for 6 months straight, I think it made about $40,000 off that slot.
That's awesome.
And didn't pay no bills.
Did you follow him around?
It didn't do nothing. Just
Oh, he
kicked
just-
it.
he just told you.
Kicked
Just
it close. Kicked it close. Whatever. Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
To me, you know, to some
Gambling.
people.
Gambling. Yeah. I mean, shit. You tell me how many people you know make $40,000 gambling on the slots.
Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous. If I won that, you know how excited I'd be. I'd probably do the same thing he did if I won 40,000.
That's over a period of time, though, right?
Yeah, it was like 4,000,
Oh, no,
4,000,
no.
5,000, 4,000, 3, 2, 5. Yeah.
How much you got to win before you got to sign paperwork?
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Mm.
Because it never, one total win wasn't over 1,200. So it, about
Oh, one spin. gotta be-
accumulation. Yeah, one
okay.
spin. One
Gotcha.
spin has to be over $11.99 for you have to sign
You have to
paperwork.
sign
Yeah.
paperwork.
Okay.
But
Or
the
if you just
total,
hit
yeah,
the
but
4,
8,
4,
5,
400.
4, 3, then it end up being 4,000. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we come back on the GOG, we're gonna have each of us. We're gonna have a GOG. You saw us put together a top 20 songs of all time. You saw us put together hip hop. We're gonna come up with a consensus parlay for the games Thursday. So
I
next
didn't
time
play,
you
yeah,
see
they all
us,
playing on Thursday.
we're gonna have a 14 parlay for the games Thursday. So we each gonna have one game Thursday, Friday, I should say, because that's
Yeah,
the
Friday's
round
better.
of the
Thursday.
Sweet 16. So we'll
Yeah,
each
yeah,
have
yeah,
one
yeah.
game, and we're gonna see what it do.
A 4-teamer? Yeah.
4-teamer, 4
4 games Thursday and 4 games Friday.
Ooh, that's an 8-teamer. Or is that 2 4-teamers?
16 teams playing
Oh,
2
you're
games.
saying okay.
The
I
Sweet
was
16
thinking-
is Thursday and Friday.
I was thinking you were saying that we're gonna give you 4 games.
No, I'm just saying it's 4 games on Thursday and 4 games on
4
Friday.
games Friday, then
They-
2 and
they
2.
trying to
Right.
you trying to get all
we
of them
moving
right.
to 16
You trying to get an 8-teamer.
Stay tuned. 16 teamer coming at you. Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly. Hey, but look,
Gamble responsibly. But
before we get out of here,
16-teamer.
This is coming
there's
at
a
you.
lot of there's a lot of ways to gamble where we are now. I mean, ESPN, DraftKings, FanDuel,
Bet 365
Bet,
and I guess you
MGM
have
and Caesars.
NBA.
You get rewards, I think, for Caesars.
Fanatic season has one.
There's a
Underdog.
lot. There's a lot.
So figure it out.
Figure it out.
You get extra money At least get some of the money off these apps. They give you like 150 when you sign up.
Mm-hmm.
Just take the money and then dip.
You have to use the money by a certain amount of time too. You can't just let it sit there.
I think it's 7 days.
Some or 7 days.
days,
Bet
yeah.
365
But
let
if
me
not,
hold that like half the NFL season.
Go to
so-
Oakland Crew, and he gonna tell you what to pick. Sometimes you can figure it out just with the what, you know what I'm saying? Oakland Crew got it. I mean, Oakwood Crew has it going on.
Yeah, but we talk. You know, we just throw stuff around. But if you guys, you saw Oakwood Crew earlier. If you really want to break down, go to Oakwood Crew. Crew with a K, Krue, or is it Krew?
It's true with a K.
Krue, yeah.
So Krue, Oakwood Crew. He will really have the breakdown. His breakdown may be a little bit more, I should say, scientific than our 14.
It's
parlay.
ghetto science.
It's ghetto science.
It's ghetto science.
Ours is just gonna be ghetto. We just putting together this 16-team
We're
parlay.
gonna put this joint together, and we all gonna bet on it and make money. We gonna make money as a unit.
As a unit.
Did you just garage unit?
GOG, we will be back at you later this week.
And we out, yeah.
We out.